So I cannot remember for the life of me what happened last time, but episode 5 Pansy. She sound like freaking Konohamaru. Wait, listen.
ほら、サイヤ人だ。それってどこの魔界？
第二だ。
That freaked me out for a second. Obviously, Saiyans aren't from the demon world, but that freaking freaked me out. He's just lying.
どこ行くんだ？
There's something with her character. She kind of feel like she's some random daughter of some demon king.
おにぎり食うか？ほら。
She has a freaking sword. Also, forget those mans being some beers mans. They're so weak. I've done more thinking and obviously don't want beers to be from the demon world.
もう一つの名前はカカロットだ。
You go what? You don't say that. I guess he does. Hold up. So this is why the freaking glints are Kaioshin. All the demons use magic. She knows the layout of this place. That's suspicious.
ダーブラもひどかったけど、ゴマに比べりゃまだマシだったな。
Some respect on my boy. The average lifespan here is only 1,000 years. By the way, they said all the glints freaking left, so they're no longer in the demon realm. That's how they hide their past. They secretly call themselves gods. So literally, there's only 2 glints in the demon realm still. It's just 2 siblings.
おめえいくつだ？82歳。
What the frick? What? Why? Hey, yo, you're so ass then. What the frick? How old is Glorio? He's like 996. So what? She's like 8 right now? You divide it by 10. She's 8.2.
あれが花壇城だよ。
やっぱり100個くださいな。
Freaking taking care of Dende.
キングゴマ。
Oh, they want him. The frick? So Namekians are more important than we thought. You would think the demon realm would have a better way to make wishes or something.
で、そのガキたちはなんだ？
誰がガキだって？
ああ、姫様！お帰り
I freaking knew it! That's why she spoke that way. That's her dad. All right, this is a bit weird dude. Let's see him. Ew, he's a vegetable. I guess he's gonna be our ally.
うまくいったらお前をパンジの婿にしてやる。
ほら結婚してるし、子供もいるんだけど。
Whoa, okay! This man could just go. The frick was that episode? Their plane crashed. Well, there's not much to say about this episode, but I guess the main focus now is Glorio. Man is evil. Man set up some scheme. He's from the first demon world. Because he was in Goma's castle, watching that whole crap go down. Maybe Glorio's like one of Goma's top members, like his main enforcer. And so he sees what King Goma did, and he wants to jump in now, steal the wish, and become the Demon King himself. I suppose that's what's going down. Meanwhile, Dende is a baby, and I swear by the time he turns like freaking 4, he'll be able to start making a dragon and wishes. So I guess it's not that far-fetched for the demons to do this. There's 2 things left at the end of the show. One is what I said before, since they keep hyping up that no one has gathered the demon balls, does something happen when you do gather them? Something bad? And then 2, what's the wish that's going to be made at the end of the show? Is the final wish just going to be to make everyone adults so they can go back home? Or is something going to happen at the end of this show that would secretly carry on to Super in the future? Even if it's a minor wish, like one of the demons in this realm actually managing to get the 3rd eye, or something bigger, like if a few demons escape out of this demon world and are actually running around throughout Super's events. One cool thing they did in the show is Shin mentioned he's from Universe 7, which of course isn't sorted out during this point in the show, right? Goku's never heard there's multiple universes, but Shin is offhandedly just mentioning it. So I think that's cool. Clearly just goes over Goku's head. So since that's like a Super only thing, I wonder if they would allude to other things that we only found out in Super, like beers or angels. Since we're in the demon realm, maybe an allusion to angels would be hilarious. If we go back to the theory I was saying that at the top of the demon realm is like a counterpart to the Grand Priest, maybe could allude to that figure. At least by the end of the show explain just what the demon realm is and why it exists. I wonder where Bobbity belonged in this demon world, where they got Boo from. There's all sorts of questions they could choose to answer in the show. I guess one thing that comes to mind in terms of how this show could end is Glorio, yeah, he can fight, but he kind of comes out of nowhere. If he turns out to be the final villain, he just steals the wish and then becomes something worth fighting, that could work. But another thing that could work is if Glorio, he was actually working for Abura back then. And as the throne gets passed on, now he's serving King Goma. And maybe that's what he doesn't like. Maybe Glorio was actually a member of the Boras. And as the little girl was saying here, the Bora was not that bad, at least compared to Goma today. So maybe what Glorio is really trying to do is use the Dragon Balls, not to make himself stronger, but to resurrect a king that deserves to rule the realm, like an Abura. I don't think, obviously, the Bora dude is actually still alive anyway. But then it would make sense why Abura's shown in the opening there. I didn't see the full opening. Maybe it shows some other spoilers. But that would kind of bring it full circle. And I can't remember if they mentioned whether Abura had the third eye or not. But if he did, then that kind of brings it full circle. No one in specific makes a new third eye. We just resurrect someone that had it to begin with. And then Goku would either have to go Super Saiyan 3 to beat him, though I think it'd be too weak now. Pretty sure it's weaker when you're a kid. And so if that fails, I guess you would have to do like a fusion with Vegeta. They did mention these beans and crap you can eat to fuse. No, they were bugs. Obviously, Goku and Vegeta have fused quite a bit recently. They fused against Zamasu. They fused against Broly. Those were the two different ones. You may ask, frick, do we need them to fuse again? And I would say it'd be more exciting if some other group fused. But if we think of our cast, no other group really makes sense. If Piccolo and Vegeta are gonna join up, what about Goku and Piccolo? Freaking Vegeta and Glorio? Nothing actually makes as much sense. And I think what they might be trying to go for in this series is just showing like a baby Gogeta. That would be why it's different this time. So after Vegeta joins, they'll be struggling against this resurrected King Abura. And then they'll freaking fuse. Perhaps though it'd be more fun to use that fusion function in a different way. Like it doesn't make a fused being, it just absorbs the other person. So you could have like King Abura, after starting to lose to Goku and Vegeta, he makes Vegeta fuse into him to steal his power. And so the final fight would be like a Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku versus Abura after having stolen Vegeta in some form. Not that he would change to be like Vegeta, like a Boo or Baby would do, or more so just that King Abura would now start to have all of Vegeta's attacks. If Kefla could kind of go Legendary Super Saiyan in her fused state, is it possible that if it is a Gogeta or Vegeta that would form at the end of the show, these fusions always show off some transformation when they pop up. So just like Gogeta and Vegeta show off Super Saiyan, and then in Super, the two show off Super Saiyan Blue, what if to differentiate it in this show, that after they fuse, that the thing can actually go Super Saiyan 3, even though of course Vegeta can't. Is it even wanted? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. How far do you think this show will go? And does it make sense? Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus King Abura. Yeah, it's the Goku show. What are we gonna freaking do, huh? They're not gonna give Vegeta a win. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you just kept Goten and Trunks the same age, you could have had one of them sneak in and you get a weird fusion between one of them mixed into it. Like maybe freaking Vegeta wants to fuse with Goku and has Goten the bug by accident. You got a freaking weird fused Gogeta looking thing. You screwed up your opportunities, Dragon Ball, Daima, whatever. Anyhow, that's my final prediction, okay? Goku, Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3, Fusion, and Abura. Those what are involved in the final battle of this. Shank that like button. Let's see what happens next time.